Wave Race is one of those games whose popularity may seem inexplicable until you actually play it for yourself. Even from the outside, there are obvious things that were impressive for the time period, such as the animation of the characters and their weight shifting on the jet skis. There's also the beautiful water effects and the way waves actually impact the character as they move over them. There's also the incredibly clean and simplistic UI, the warm-hearted and triumphant music, and the gentle announcers, which always sound enthusiastic and encouraging. It all comes together to foster an atmosphere similar to games like Wii Sports, which wouldn't come out for years to come. It's just a very pleasant experience externally. But when you dig down deep into the game's meat, it also totally kicks ass. There are several mechanics at play in Wave Race, all of which are simple but come together to form something greater than the sum of their parts. The first thing that most noticeably sets Wave Race apart from other racing games is that you must pass the buoys on the course in a certain way. You must pass the red buoys on the right and the yellow buoys on the left, and failing to do so will count as a miss. You only get 5 misses before you're disqualified from the race. But instead of just discouraging you from passing the buoys incorrectly, the game also encourages you to pass them correctly by giving you more power to your jet ski each time you do so. The game not only feels the need to punish the player for passing the buoys incorrectly, but to reward them for doing it properly. It's a very pleasant experience. In addition to the gentle reward system, there are also elements of strategy at play in regards to the buoy placement. For example, there are times on a course where it may be faster simply to pass a buoy incorrectly, but then you risk taking a miss and losing power to your jet ski. It's ultimately up to you to decide whether it's worth it, and creates a risk-reward system, a very simple, very casual, very understandable, and easy-to-use risk-reward system. The buoy system feels very natural, where it could have easily felt incredibly mechanical and stiff, but instead it adds more excitement and engagement to races. The buoy system serves several great purposes. It keeps the racer focused on the race at all times. It rewards the racer for racing well, and it helps teach the racer about the way the game handles. It teaches them the limits of their jet ski, how far it can move, and what you can expect from its physics. Speaking of the physics, the game would be all fine and dandy if the buoy system was all it offered, but the game is very physics-focused, and the waves are the main component in these physics. As one may expect from a game called Wave Race, after all. Wave Race plays with the game's physics insofar that how you come off of a wave directly affects where you end up. This makes the buoy system a lot more challenging. Hitting a wave incorrectly or at an awkward angle may make it far more difficult for you to pass the buoy on the correct side, but on the other hand, hitting a wave in just the right way may give you a significant boost and a huge advantage over the competition. The physics at play are incredibly simplistic, and if it feels like you're angled properly to come off a wave, then generally you are. There's not really any situations where it feels like the angle you chose to leave a wave and where you end up have a discrepancy. So all in all, not only was Wave Race beautiful at the time, not only did it have a pleasant aesthetic, nice music, gentle announcers, and just an overall great atmosphere, but it had deep and engaging game design utilized in a way that almost any player could understand. It also teaches the player without them even realizing they're being taught. So if it seems a little odd to you the next time someone talks about how great Wave Race is, trust me, they know what they're talking about. It really is that good.
You did it!